everyone, it's Christine here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this week's weekly energy reading for the week of December 5th through December 11th. And so we're going to get started with the Astrocap. We are still in Sag season. We have about 2 weeks left, but you may have felt a groundedness, almost like the car just stopped at a halt. And today the moon is in Taurus, so in the past few days it's just been amped up with both Mercury, Sun, and Venus in Sagittarius, and we're slowly leaving those, although the Sun, like I said, is going to stay in Sagittarius for just a couple weeks more. But the Taurus moon today, it's allowing us to ground our emotions, to feel a little bit more literally down to earth, connected more to the physical plane. We may feel just a sudden ease in our shift of thinking and also feeling. And on December 6th, we have Mercury shifting into the Earth sign of Capricorn for an extended stay until February 11th, because at the end of December 29th to be exact, until January 18th, we have Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn. So Capricorn will be in Mercury for a while, and this is not a particularly fast-moving energy. Capricorn is a cardinal sign, but it's also an earth sign, so it's very steady, very practical. It's very much logical. We may feel and take a turn more in terms of our thinking on the day-to-day things that are important, things that inhibit more responsibility. Also take a more grounded approach, methodical, serious. That's the word I'm looking for. Things may seem a little bit detached, so just notice whether it's within yourself or others, people's ways of expressing themselves may be a little bit more detached for this long transit and perhaps cold at times, especially if you don't know, a lot of folks that are Caps or have moons in Capricorn or even their Mercury, it may come off a little bit differently. And so this is, again, a really wonderful time to start organizing, start planning those steps out, because Capricorns are amazing at getting things done and executing them, not, laying around or swimming around in the fluff, but diving deep. Let's see what else. We also have the full moon in Gemini happening on December 7th, which is Wednesday at 11:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York City time for reference. And this is happening with the Sun obviously in Sagittarius opposing this lunation, this moon in Gemini. So more on that later, but this is generally about releasing anything up here. So it's like the crown chakra meets the throat chakra, and it's time. Express anything, and it could come out a little bit sudden because of the fire energy with this air energy. So there's a lot we want to say, a lot we want to express, a lot we want to communicate. And it could also entail letting things out that you may have kept hidden in for a while, right? Like almost perhaps resentments that are wanting to be released. We have Venus shifting into Capricorn on the 9th of December until January 2nd. And so again, Capricorn is a very practical, logical, serious energy. And with Venus, this is not about lovey-dovey. With Sagittarius, there's a lot more optimism, livelihood, enthusiasm. It's a fire energy, so we have more of that zest as well, that charm. But with Capricorn, it's about getting grounded, not just with our relationships and projecting and looking at reliability, commitment, who is really there for us, and vice versa, but also looking at the foundations of our value system, our money, getting all of that in order and organizing it. So again, with Venus and Mercury both ingressing into Capricorn this week, this is going to provide a wonderful shift to start getting our butts into planning mode or organization mode to wrap up this calendar year and also start this new calendar upcoming 2023 year, and just simply shift that energy and dynamic, because Capricorn, it gets down and dirty, it gets ready to work, it doesn't waste time. It's about getting to the point. Doesn't, again, beat around the bush with words or with affection. Capricorns want to express something to you, more likely they will say it or they will just do like an act of service. So this is going to be a wonderful time to really tap into the aspect of reliability, of trust, of loyalty, and commitment, which are very much heated values for Capricorns. So we will move on to the collective reading right now. and see what is in store for us for this week. I feel like today I woke up, I felt a sudden shift, like I said earlier. It's almost like someone parked the car. I felt like I was on bumper cars for a while with the Sag energy, which was very intense. And it's almost like you're constantly moving forward without having a rest. And so I'm feeling with the shift today more grounded. I feel like people are going to feel a sense of more inner security and safety as well. So you may have felt just a little bit, I'm getting calm, but it's almost like when you get off a ride, bumper cars or something that goes really, really fast. Bumper cars don't have to go fast, but they're stop and go sometimes. But a ride that goes really fast and then you get down and you're able to connect with earth and just kind of calm yourself. It's that type of energy this week. So I feel like things may be slowing down just a tad while we get our mental space in order and place our time and energy in things that are really important, that we want to take the time to go after. So let's see what else we have to know for this week. Okay, ooh, we got 3 cards from the Moonology deck. Oh, I couldn't say that. Full Moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. It's about unveiling yourself. I feel like as we wrap up this calendar year, and it's going by so fast, timelines are shifting quickly again because of the choices you make and the decisions and where it is that you are wanting to step into next. This is about honoring yourself. No longer hiding behind a facade, no longer hiding behind certain words or feelings or actions. Just being who you are and not being afraid of that. This is something I experienced actually very briefly this week, because I've noticed I've been a little bit more abrupt, perhaps blunt with my communication, and I try not to do it in a cold way, but I've been just very honest to the point, and I'm like, I can't fluff around with some folks anymore. I just have to be really just on top of it. And before I would hold myself back because I would think, you know, I don't want to hurt their feelings, or I know they're going through this, but at the same time, we can't censor ourselves because of XYZ. We just have to honor ourselves. I'm not saying be a bitch and, you know, be callous and cold and mean, not at all. But simply be you. If you feel like a certain element of yourself that you've been hiding it or kind of toning it down or in any way like shape shifting, now's the time to really get comfortable with, you know, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I have to honor who I am, especially as we come into this new year. The nodal points are going to be shifting in 2023 in July, right? Rahu and Ketu, for those of you that may follow Vedic astrology, but this is about focusing on the I, because it'll be Aries versus the we, which is Libra. So we're focusing on 1st and 7th house energies, right? And that'll come towards the summer of 2023. So something to think about. It's time to step into who you are and to honor that. We have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. We got 2 full moon cards, and we have a full moon coming up in 2 days. So some of you may be shedding identities, maybe letting go of who you once were, who you thought you were, or who you thought other people thought you should be. You know, sometimes we dictate who we are and how we should be and the mold that we should become based on other people's perceptions, norms, expectations, and not even our own standards. And look at this. There's a lot, I feel. This is the last lunation and the only full moon in Gemini. And so I feel like this is going to be an expressive time because we have fellow sister sign here, Aquarius. And this is a time to express, to release, to get everything out that you need to. It's almost like releasing an old page in your book that you're like, no, I don't need this anymore. We have balsamic moon, a time for healing. You know, amidst all of the holiday preparations and celebrations and social activities and flurry of just travel planning and all of that this month, there comes with it too an aspect of, wow, we'll get a lot of healing energy here too with the colors. there comes an element too of healing, because some of these times, some of these events, holidays, they provoke triggers for some folks, because this season does not only bring joy for people. For many, it's sadness. It's a reminder of things that are lost, things that are no longer in existence, people that are no longer here, and circumstances. And so not everyone is hunky-dory, you know, diving in. But this is also too a reminder, we are entering very soon the winter solstice up here in the northern hemisphere and summer further south. So that's a change in seasons, and with that there comes a shift too in what it is that we are letting go, what it is that we are no longer carrying. So this is a time of shedding too. Anytime we heal things, think of it like when you have a cut on your hand and you watch it heal over time. You know those videos that show you lapse time and it shows you very quickly how something heals? It's like that. You know, at first it hurts a lot, and over time things ameliorate, things get better, and you don't feel that pain. Sometimes you may have a scar that you may have to tend to with cream, lotion, oil, massage, or if this wound affected your muscular system in some way or other parts of your body, you may have to do, you know, physical therapy or whatnot. But this is a reminder to continue releasing anything that's coming up, because there are a lot of things coming up and people are like, wait a minute, I thought I dealt with this already. I thought I long gone peeled that layer back. These could be reminders from the universe letting you know, yes, that's it, that's all that's happening. We're first making sure that yes, this lesson's learned. Second, we're making sure you just need to feel it one last time and release it. It's leaving, it's going by. Because we have a lot of full moon energy here. It's time for a big release. And so sometimes, despite us processing these emotions, when it comes up to the surface and comes to be released, whether through a cry, a choke, some type of emotion, or writing, or some type of catharsis, that's healing. That's all part of the same process. So just be on the lookout if you feel extra emotional with this full moon, or you feel like you have to speak something, you have to say something or express it through music, through singing, through writing, or even speaking to someone else, or even out loud to the universe. This could be an especially therapeutic, cathartic moment for you to release this last vestige of a particular part of your own healing journey. Excuse me. Let's see what else is coming up. I only pulled 3 decks. Purple is significant in all, which was not, I didn't do this on purpose. Purple is a beautiful color. It's not my favorite though, but there's a reason here. And we got blue. There's a lot here. There's healing through the throat chakra, crown chakra. I feel like when many of you this week let out that energy, which again is going to come out in a very much a 3rd house Gemini energy, right? Through some form of communication, passive or active. It's going to really encumber a release. That energy is going to allow you to release, and I feel too it's going, because that's the logic part of ourselves. It's also going to allow you to also receive messages. It's almost like when we have blockages in our different energetic systems, sometimes they're not going to work in tandem. They won't. If one is blocked, it's going to be difficult for that energy to flow through. And so this, I feel like it's going to very much impact. It's connected to your heart, your throat, and your crown. Get ready for a release. And we even have water here. Some of you may be called this week, especially with this full moon, to take a bath, to bathe a little longer, or to stand under the shower, or even go into a body of water. It's almost like a cleansing, like a complete water cleansing ritual. What else would the universe like us to know for this week, please? Okay, we got 1 card. We've gotten this a few times in the last several weeks. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Look at this, and this is a full moon. A lot of full moon cards here. So something is coming into completion, I should say, into complete completion. Something is ending, something is wrapping up. Something big for you all. And you may be feeling it. It's almost like when you know and you have gone through several iterations of letting go, of releasing, of changing, that you're like, I feel it, but you don't feel the totality of it. You don't connect to it completely until that final sudden release. And this is where I feel where this is going to happen this week. Again, it doesn't mean it's going to happen on the day of the lunation, because we have a full moon coming up on Wednesday, but this could happen in the weeks after as well. So just be open. With a release, with an ending of any kind, there's always a new beginning. So I feel like this is going to usher in a lot of beautiful opportunities for you to start moving forward, to start venturing. Some of you may be called to tap into your inner child. You're being called to, again, there's something about heart here. I see some pink. There's something about heart. Some of you are opening your heart up. I keep getting hearts. I'm getting like everything that's pink right now around me is like popping out. I don't know why. And again, the heart chakra is represented by pink and green. So some of you may be called to really dive back in and connect to your inner child self, your younger self, whether it's from this lifetime or a past lifetime, and to explore something different, something that's going to evoke a sense of wonder, a sense of curiosity, a sense of excitement. And that's what the Gemini energy brings in us too, because Gemini is very charming, very magnetic, very curious, loves to learn about a lot of things, has so much energy. It's ruled by Mercury, so you may find yourself wanting to explore, read, learn a lot of different things. Perhaps you're going back to, I'm getting like fairy tales, mythology, folklore, stories from your childhood that could help revive, almost like pressing a button, like a reset, and just give you like a little spark of joy, of enthusiasm. Because you know, little kids, especially when you see them at play, their creativity is unleashed. It's unmatched as well. Kids are, it's absolutely beautiful, that energy that they carry and what they can create just from that joy of knowing that exploration of time and the ability to just be. You can conjure up so much. So this week, believe in this magic. Some of you may identify with purple. Purple is a very spiritual color. Opening of the crown chakra. It also represents, we'll just say spiritual advancement. You can call it enlightenment, spiritual growth. Some of you are working with the violet ray. There's a lot of purple coming through. Okay. What other messages does the universe want us to know, please? We're keeping it short this week because this is the last deck. But you know what? I'm gonna get my spirit animal. I got the spirit animal deck, I feel called to. So I pulled from the Unicorn Oracle. Again, I didn't mean to grab it, but I don't believe there are coincidences. We got 27 ascension flames. Merge with light, ignite keys and codes. I said earlier about your crown chakra, I feel like many of you are going to start getting messages like they were backed up because of some blocked chakras, some stagnant energies around some of, I'll say specifically your heart and your throat. So these are more of the spiritual chakras this week that I feel are going to be opening up to fluidity, that are going to be opening up to receptivity. Some of you may be seeing literally shapes, designs, codes. We are also being activated as well whenever we go through ascension. For those on the spiritual path, I assume if you're watching this, you are indeed on the spiritual journey. You're going to be receiving, I kept hearing like a North Star. I feel like this could be towards your, we'll just say your life mission, your life purpose in this incarnation, which can include several things. I generally don't read from the book, but I feel very called to read. Wow. Okay, let me hold it up for you so you can see it. Hold on. Okay, no glare here. An ascension flame is an etheric fire containing specific keys and codes to accelerate your spiritual journey. There are many of them, and each has been created by great beings of light to help humanity now. For example, Kuan Yin beings from Andromeda and Archangel Chamuel are some of those who have contributed to the pink ascension flame of love. You guys heard me right before say something about pink. There's something that came to me about pink constantly. When this is placed over you, it ignites the highest forms of love within your energy fields. Here are some of the other flames that are waiting to light you up. The emerald flame of healing, the golden flame of Christ light, the pale green flame of nature, the royal blue flame of higher communication, the aquamarine flame of healing, which heals your soul with love, compassion, and peace, the pale yellow flame of all possibilities, which draws opportunities to you and gives you the wisdom to handle them with grace. So, is it Serapi's Bay's white ascension flame, which holds all the great knowledge of the golden age of Atlantis and can help you access the talents you had at that time. When you draw this card, consider which of the ascension flames you need and then invoke it. I'm going to hold up the flames so you guys can, if you're interested, you can capture a screenshot. Okay. When you have received its energy, you may wish to choose another one. Ask your unicorn to enhance the energy of the flames 100-fold. Merge with an ascension flame. Decide which ascension flame you wish to experience. Ground yourself and open yourself up. Call in the flame. Feel it coming down over you until you are inside it. Ask your unicorn to light it up. Sense the keys and codes in your aura being activated. Relax and breathe in the color and the energy, and then thank your unicorn. Affirmation: I merge with, and then name your flame. This is, again, like a serious upgrades that are happening. We even see the pink close to the crown chakra of the unicorn. So this is really healing for your heart. We're gonna pull one last card, a spirit animal card, and then we will wrap this up for this week. I feel like there is a lot of just settling in, almost like allowing the dust to settle, integrate, catch up with what's been happening, where you've been at, how you're feeling, check in with yourself, and know that a lot of things are wrapping up for you, especially in the healing department. I wish we could be like, this is it, we're done with healing. We can move on, but it's an iterative process, and it's layer upon layer, right? And it always shows us different, even similar or the same situations, they show us different facets throughout our journey. We got penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Right now we have Uranus in, I believe it's in Taurus right now. It's for a while. I'm saying it like Uranus changes its signs every day. No, it's in Taurus. Look at this. We have this, and then we have show the world the real you. It seems very Aquarius. Uranus, love your uniqueness. Break free from others' expectations. You are full of surprises. This is, some of you may resonate with the penguin. Beat to your own drum this week. Do something that's been calling to you. I think it's going to be especially not just healing, but it's going to bring a lot of joy, something that may be a little bit unusual, different from what other folks may normally pursue. You all, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this message resonated with someone this week. Remember, you are in charge of your journey. Do what you can every day to connect to yourself a little bit more. Whether it's through a mindfulness-based practice, meditation, some type of self-love ritual, going out into nature, sitting in silence, whatever it is, I hope this week brings a lot of release for you, a lot more healing, a lot more joy and love to you. I will see you soon. Thank you guys so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. Until later. Bye.